All right, boys and girls. So today for your Monday math, we are working on Unit 1, Lesson 10. And this one is all about how to multiply and divide with the number 3. We've been working on our 5s, our 2s, and our 10s, and now we're going to work on number 3 and how to multiply and divide with them. So this is covering your Common Core standard for CC 3.0A.3, which is so exciting news to you. But your focus is going to be to look for the patterns in and practice your threes, count bys, multiplications, and division. And you're going to learn a new strategy for finding products with multipliers greater than 5. So let's take a look at our quick vocabulary for this week that you'll be working with. You have the product. That means the whole amount or the total. The multiplier, that is what you are taking a number and you're going to multiply it by another number. Commutative, that means when you can put the numbers in either order and you're still going to get the same product at the end. So for instance, 3 times 5 is the same as 5 times 3. So, and then you have your divisor, and that's when you are taking a large number and you're going to put them apart, pull them apart, and you're going to divide them into other products. So, all right, so let's take a look as we are going to explore our patterns of 3. And I want you to, on your whiteboard that you got from the school, I want you to take your whiteboard, and I sure wish I had one here, but I gave them all to you guys. So you're going to go on the outside where it has your, I'll hold this up to you, where it has your multiplication right there. And you see on the sides where it's coming in and going all up and down the side there for your multiplications. You're going to be circling the 3s on that one. And you want to be doing, and that is going to be on your page, on page 45 in your workbook. So they show you that there, so you can take a look at that. So that's just going to help you put into your mind grouping of 3. And so you go 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Oh, let's pause right there because look, when you multiply 3 times 5, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. It is the same as multiplying 5 times 3, 5, 10, 15. So if you can keep that number in your head when you're dealing with 3 and 5, 5 and 3, 5 times 3 is 15, 3 times 5 is 15. So once you have a 3 that you can put into a group of 5, you know right off the bat that is going to be 15, and that can be your starting point, and it'll make things so much easier. So for instance, if you get a 3 times 6, you know, well, there's 5, so that's 15. So I just need to add one more 3. So 15, 16, 17, 18, and so on. And that's what you're going to be doing this week in your math problems. So let's go ahead. We're going to take a peek here and see what we are working on here. I want to hide that so I can get to my little board there. And we are going to go over here, and we've kind of done those things. So what we're going to do here is this is what you're going to find on one of your math pages. So you want to look for your patterns of 3. So you're going to start to find the total or the product by starting with the 5th count by. Notice what they've done here on all these pictographs here. They have grouped a 5 together because we know that 3 times 5 is going to be 15, the same as 5 times 3. So you can look here, you have 3 wheels on a tricycle, and you have 5 of them. So you have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So you know all together here is a group of 5. 5 times 5 times 3 wheels is going to be 15, which means what you want to do here on your thing is, I'm going to take this. So if this is 15, this will be 15. We're going to start with 15. If I can write that again. Okay, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. What we're going to do is we are going to do count bys. So we start with 15 and we're going to add 3. So 15 plus 3 will be 16, 17, 18. Okay, and then we are going to add 1, 2, 3 more to the 18. So 18, 19, 20, All right, so let's take a peek here as we're traveling up. We started off with 15. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 6 is 18. 5 times 7 is 21. 5 times 8, so we're going to add 3 more to this 21. 21, 22, 23. Okay, and what 5 times 9? So what will we do with that 3 here? We're going to add that on to the 24. And what number do you get when you add 5, or actually 3 times 9? Let's check our answer and see how well we did. And I'm going to come back here and get that little guy. All right. Oh, I wrote very big, but look. Yep. So 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 9 is 27. We did such a good job. Thank you so much for helping me. All right, so that is going to be on one of your pages. You also, on one of your pages, is you are going to be having word problems. So remember, in word problems, you want to look for your clues. You want to look for your number clues so that you can turn that number into an equation. All right, so last year, 6 sets of triplets were born at Watertown Hospital. During this time, how many triplets were born at the hospital in all? So we had 6 sets. So if we had 6, how many people are a triplet? We know that twins are 2, so we have a couple twins, and we have a twin in our classroom, so that's 2. And our third one would be called a triplet. So if they were all born at the same time, they would be considered a triplet. So we have 3, because that's what our triplet number is. So we have 3. And what are we doing? Are we making this, what's the operation? Are we going to make this bigger or smaller? So it says that we have 6 sets of triplets, which means we have to add 3. We have to multiply 3 by 6, or add 3 6 times. So if we take 3 and we're going to multiply it, this is the multiplier here is going to be 6. Okay. And do you remember what we said? When you can start with when you have a group of 5, remember your group of 5 would be 3 times 5. And what is that? You got to memorize this one. It's going to help you a lot. So 3 times 5 was 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Or 5 times 3 is 5, 10, 15. So you know that's 15. Okay, and so you have what is left over from that 5 from the 6. That's going to be a 1 plus 3 times 1. And what do we know when we multiply by 1? Every time we multiply by 1, whatever the number is that we're multiplying by 1 always stays the same. So 3 times 1 is 3. And if you add 15 plus 3 equals 15, 16, 17, 18. So 3 times 6 equals 18. Notice how I showed my work, but am I done yet? Because the question is asking during this time, how many triplets were born at the hospital in all? So even though triplets are a group, each one of those individual little human being babies are called a triplet. They're still a triplet. They're 1 out of 3. So we have 18 triplets. So remember, we want to remember to label 18 triplets. And we would write also, were born at the hospital. All right, let's check our answer. There we go. Equations and letters for variables may vary. Okay, notice what they did is they did 6 times 3 equals something. I didn't put the something in. So T equals 18 triplets. But this is how I broke it down. using our grouping of 5. Okay, if you have any questions, drop into the office hours and I can help you a little bit more. All right.